Some of the most powerful beings in Marvel and DC aren't cosmic gods. They're heroines who can bend weather, crush demons, rewrite reality, and even wipe out an entire solar system at their peak. Today, we're ranking 10 of the strongest heroines ever, from only Omega level to the ones who turn the universe itself into a battlefield. Hey everyone, if you like this kind of breakdown, hit the like button, leave a comment with your favorite superpowered heroine, and subscribe to support the channel. Let's get into the list. Storm. An atmokinetic, she psionically manipulates weather by dialing wind, humidity, and temperature like a living control board. That lets her build rain banks or fog on demand, redirect air currents for sustained flight, and steer gale force gusts as moving shields. She can spin up microclimates in seconds, from dead calm to a full storm front on cue. When the atmosphere is primed, she triggers lightning, then disperses the storm. Her ceiling is treated as extreme, and she's widely labeled an Omega-level mutant for weather manipulation. Marvel calls her one of the most powerful mutants on Earth, and a steady leader who understands the cost of control. Storm's backstory also links her to a long line of African witch priestesses with a natural gift for sorcery, which is why some runs paint her as mystic adjacent. If emotion spikes, her power can spiral quickly. Captain Marvel Carol Danvers can absorb incoming energy and convert it into photonic blasts, turning an enemy's firepower into her own fuel. The more she absorbs, the harder she hits and the longer she can stay in the fight, dumping stored power in controlled, concussive bursts while moving at high speed through the battlefield without burning out. Marvel notes that with a huge energy infusion, her full binary state can temporarily return. As binary, she was linked to the power of a white hole, letting her generate and control any form of radiation and even gravity, plus survive and travel through space without a suit. That upgrade came after the Brood targeted her during the X-Men space run in Uncanny X-Men Year 161-164, experimenting on her unique physiology. Most of that power later faded, but the framework remains, and enough energy can ignite that cosmic mode again. Spectrum Monica Rambeau can convert her entire body into bands of the electromagnetic spectrum, so she is not just firing light, she is becoming it. She can turn intangible, slip through solid matter, and move at extreme speed as energy, then reform to strike with concussive force or a blinding flash calibrated to the fight. She can also go invisible by matching frequencies, or shift outputs from radio to X-ray on command in combat. Her versatility is why she has cycled through names like Captain Marvel, Photon, and Spectrum, while staying a top-tier Avenger. Because she can choose what she is made of, she can dodge hits that would kill most heroes, then tag an opponent the moment they commit. A classic limiter is endurance. After huge output, she may only project energy instead of fully transforming, but when her reserves are high, she is a one-woman physics rewrite. Supergirl Kara Zor-El runs on Yellow Sun energy, carrying the same Kryptonian toolkit as Superman, with super strength, speed, invulnerability, flight, and enhanced senses. DC even frames her as potentially more dangerous because she's still learning control and doesn't always show her cousins lifelong restraint. Add heat vision, X-ray vision, and freeze breath, and she can end a fight in seconds across a city before you can blink. Some profiles go deeper, describing a bioelectric aura that boosts her invulnerability and shields her skin and costume from dirt and tearing. Under sustained yellow sun exposure, her abilities can keep climbing, and multiple characters have noted she can appear stronger than Superman, with Clark himself blaming his lifelong habit of holding back. The same sources credit her with an extended lifespan and not needing food, water, or sleep. Wonder Woman Diana of Themyscira is written as a divine-tier Amazon, described as beautiful as Aphrodite, wise as Athena, swift as Hermes, and stronger than Hercules. That baseline mixes raw power with elite combat skill, then stacks an arsenal of magical tools like her indestructible bracelets and razor-edged tiara. Her lasso of truth is unbreakable, forged by Hephaestus from the girdle of Gaia and given by the goddess Hestia. The lasso isn't just a rope, it's a divine relic that compels submission and forces absolute truth from anyone it binds, sometimes even through simple contact. When DC leans into the supernatural, Diana climbs even higher. In the Witching Hour, an ancient surge of dark magic targets the Justice League Dark, and DC says the source of that power lies deep inside Wonder Woman's own soul, tied to Hecate after she's witch-marked by enemies. Clea Strange is a half-faultine sorceress from the Dark Dimension, born into magic that plays by different rules than Earth's. She's been portrayed using transmutation, hard light shields, binding sigils, and long-range portals, pulling extra-dimensional power like raw fuel. That lets her relocate allies instantly across a city or a plane, reshape matter on contact, and blast opponents with mystic force that ignores normal armor. After Stephen Strange died, Clea stepped into his role and became Sorcerer Supreme, a job defined by protecting reality from dimensional collapse. She has also ruled the Dark Dimension, so her authority isn't only personal power, but command over a realm built on sorcery and conquest. When threats cross planes, she fights where physics is optional, counterspelling, sealing rifts, and rewriting the battlefield in real time, fast. Zatanna Zatara casts by speaking spells backwards, a simple rule that hides an open-ended power set. With the right wording, she can erect layered barriers, transform objects, teleport targets, dispel curses too, or cancel other magic midcast. Her style is surgical, turning lethal problems harmless by rewriting what they are, changing attacks into harmless clutter, locking down limbs, or banishing spirits without touching them. Because her magic is reality-shaping, her ceiling is basically imagination plus focus, and she's often shown trading blows with DC's top mystics. The classic weakness is that she needs to speak clearly, so gagging her, drowning her out, or stripping sound from the air can shut her down. Give her a clean sentence though, and she can bend space, alter matter states, reverse momentum, and end a fight with one command from across the room. Raven Rachel Roth channels power through her soul self, a projection that can phase through matter, shield teammates, and absorb energy or physical threats before they hit her body. She also reads and influences emotions, calming panic or amplifying fear, and that empathy becomes battlefield control and stealth. Her output scales with discipline, because slipping emotionally can unlock far darker power, including possession surges and hexes. As the daughter of Trigon, her top end is tied to a demon lord who repeatedly tries to conquer reality, and Raven is often framed as the key force resisting that destiny. When she cuts loose, the supernatural side spikes, boosting strength, durability, and destructive spell work. The scary part is versatility, astral travel, possession resistance, pain to healing trade-offs, and magic that can strike bodies and souls at once, directly. Scarlet Witch Wanda Maximoff began as a hexcaster who bent probability, but her power grew into chaos magic that can rewrite outcomes at the source. She can alter matter states, transmute objects, and collapse or reinforce magical effects with a thought, especially when she anchors the spell with runes. In peak moments, she is not trading blasts, she is changing what is real, turning enemy advantages into impossibilities before a punch is thrown. Her proof of scale is House of M, where she reshaped an entire world and then sparked the M-Day event that depowered most mutants with one sentence. Marvel often frames her as a Nexus being, and stories push her into powers over life and death, including undoing what she broke when balance is required. That is why Wanda ranks above most mystics. Her ceiling is reality itself, and her main weakness is emotion turning precision into catastrophe. Phoenix. The Phoenix Force embodies life, death, and rebirth, and when it bonds with Jean Grey, it turns her Omega-level mind into a cosmic engine. Her telepathy can dominate or link minds across a battlefield, while her telekinesis works at the molecular level, letting her assemble or unmake matter, raise shields, and redirect energy instead of trading simple blasts. At peak, she crosses space with ease and warps the rules around her. The benchmark is Dark Phoenix, described as consuming a star and causing the destruction of an entire solar system, a feat few characters can approach. That scale comes from the Force itself, which can burn away worlds, resurrect, or reset life cycles depending on the host and the story. Jean's greatest threat is also her limit. If the Phoenix impulse turns predatory, the power stops being heroic and becomes an extinction-level event. That's our look at 10 of the most powerful heroines in DC and Marvel. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment telling me who I missed, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next breakdown.